A very good day and welcome to this forum, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Wan Uman Hadi Bewan Abdullah from the National University of Malaysia, UKM. Today, I will help and serve as a moderator for our panel discussion about sport gambling in Malaysia. I will announce our first panel for today. First, we have Professor Nur Shuhada Iskandar from the Ministry of Finance. Next, we're lucky today to have Dr. Muhammad Afiq. Danish is a gambling analyst in Malaysia. For the third panelist, we have Ms. Nur Alin Sofia binti Amza. Is one of the Ministry of Youth and Sport. Next, we have Kishal Raj, anak lelaki Palaniapan, one of the member of MCMC. Last but not least, we have Aina Afrina Zaha binti Zainal Arifin. Actually, Miss Aina is one of the historical gambler in Malaysia. Now, without wasting more time, we will proceed to ask our first panel about what is the real meaning of sport gambling itself, according to you. Professor Nur Shuhada, please welcome.
Hello, hi, good afternoon, everyone. Okay, thank you, moderator. I appreciate the opportunity to speak on this topic and share my insight with everyone here today. Sport betting refer to the practice of placing wagers or bet on the outcome of sporting event. It is involved predicting the result of various sports such as football, basketball, soccer, and many others. Okay, participant in sport betting can place bet on different aspects of a game, such as which team will win, the total number of the goal score, or even specific player performance. Okay, in Malaysia, gambling is considered illegal under Islamic law, which is the predominant religion in the country. Okay, Betting Act 1953 is the most significant legal framework that regulate all forms of gambling, including online betting. Okay, as the Minister of Finance, I would like to provide a more comprehensive explanation of gambling to ensure a clear understanding. Okay, there are a few types of sport gambling. Okay, the first one is money line bet. It is a straightforward bet on which team or player will win the game or event. Second one, point spread bet. Bet that involves handicapping the favorite team by deducting point or adding point to the underdog score to level the playing field. Okay, next, over or under bet. It's meaning that bet on whether the total combined score of both teams will win the over or under a specific value determined by the sport book. Okay, last but not least, position bet. Bet on specific outcome within a game, such as the number of goal score, player statistic, or other unique aspect. And the last one is parlay bet, combining multiple individual bet into a single wager, where all selection must be current to win. Okay. So based on that, almost all of form of gambling are regarded as being illegal in Malaysia. However, some game of chance such as lottery or horse racing are tolerated. In Malaysia, gambling can be legal only if the casino hold a permit or license granted by the competent authorized by the Unit Kawalan Perjudian. Okay, again, as a Minister of Finance, it is my responsibility to hold up sorry responsibility to uphold a fair and responsible attitude toward gambling, protecting the general public interest and preserving the financial system integrity. All right, that's all.
Okay, thank you for the very clear input from Professor Shuhada, who is able to give us the true meaning of sport gambling itself. Next, I will then ask a question of our second panel on a subject he is particularly knowledgeable about. How frequent is the problem of sport gambling in Malaysia? Please welcome uh, Dr. Afiq Danish.
Thank you, moderator. Good evening, everyone. As a gambling analyst who has worked in this field for many years, I can conclude that there are several types of reasons why people are attracted to sport gambling. Why do people bet on sport? People bet on sport for a variety of reasons. The most common include the following. Firstly, entertainment. Betting on sport can cause the viewer to be more engaged in the game. The rush and excitement increase when you have money on the line. Second, social influencer. People see offer sorry, people see other people betting on sport having a good time and they want to be a part of it. It can be some time for it can be something for friends to bond over and an activity that can be shared. Thirdly, competition. Many people enjoy sport betting for the thrill and the sense of competition with themselves or their friends. Many sport bettors are competitive athletes and thrive on competition. Fourthly, money. Many people see sport betting as an easy way to make some extra cash. Although it's possible to make some money on your bet, you should never rely on it as a source for income. Sorry, the amount of money won or lost from sport betting can be extremely fluid and unpredictable. Lastly, easy of placing bet. Betting on sport is easier than ever with the rise of online food books, and betting apps. We all know why is sport betting so addictive. Sport bettors are 3 times more likely to develop gambling addiction than other gamblers. What makes it so addictive? Sport betting, like other forms of gambling, change how your brain works. This happens because gambling creates a greater release of dopamine in the brain, which teach the brain that this behavior should be repeated. Then how would you know that you have been addicted to sport betting? Here are few signs you are sorry. Here are a few signs you or someone you know is addicted to sport betting. Firstly, unable to control the amount you spend on betting. Second, placing bets as an escape from difficult situation or emotion. Thirdly, building up a tolerance to betting. Fourthly, chasing your losses by wagering larger amount of money. Fifth, betting is negatively affecting other area of your life, such as a work, relationship, and other. Lastly, and getting into debt. When it comes to the situation of sport gambling in Malaysia, it's important to note that, like Dr. Shuhada said earlier, gambling, including sport gambling, is generally illegal in this country. However, despite the illegal restriction, it's known that sport gambling does exist in Malaysia, both through underground or illegal bookmaker and online platform based outside the country. We can also search on any platform and you will see many sites that provide sport betting here. The accessibility of online betting platform has made it easier for Malaysians to engage in sport gambling. Regarding the frequency of the problem, it's difficult to obtain precise data due to the illegal nature of the activity. However, if it is believed that sport gambling has a significant presence in Malaysia, especially among avid sports fans and individuals who, like I said earlier, why people are involved in sport betting. While there is no official data on the prevalence of sport gambling related problem in Malaysia, it is important to acknowledge acknowledge that gambling addiction can be a serious issue in any society. But here in Malaysia, it can still be controlled.
Therefore, the issue of sport gambling in Malaysia is something what we must and need to concern about, and this must be prevented before the disease of sport gambling itself spread in Malaysia. Thank you, Dr. Afiq, for the information provided. Next, according to our third panelist, Ms. Aline, what are the benefits and disadvantages of sport betting for Malaysia? Please welcome.
Thank you, moderator, for giving me the opportunity. Good evening, everyone. As a Ministry of Youth and Sport, I want to share a strategy that can curb the negative impact of sport betting. Promoting education and awareness about the risks and potential harms associated with sport gambling is critical in curbing the negative impact of this activity. Here are some strategies that can be employed. First, we can see from school program. Incorporate comprehensive gambling education program into school curricula. Teach students about the risks and potential consequence of sport gambling. Provide information about responsible gambling practice, such as setting limit and recognizing signs of gambling-related harms. Second, public awareness campaigns. Ministry can launch public awareness campaign to reach a wide audience, utilize various media channels including television, radio, social media, and online platform to disseminate message about the risk of sport gambling, highlight personal stories, testimonies, and real-life examples to illustrate the potential negative consequence. Next, collaborate with sports organization. Partner with sport organizations, leagues, and club to integrate responsible gambling message into the activity. This can include displaying responsible gambling sign at stadium and sport facilities, incorporating responsible gambling information in ticket and promotional material, and featuring responsible gambling message during games and broadcasts. Now, technology is getting better, so online resource can be one of the necessary strategies. It can develop the dedicated website, apps, and online resource that provide information about the risk of sport gambling and promote responsible gambling practice. Include self-assessment tools, interactive games, and educational materials to engage individual in learning about responsible gambling. Last, the strategies can help you collaboration with gambling operator. We as the organizer can work closely with gambling operator to ensure they provide responsible gambling information and resource to their customer. Encourage operator to display responsible gambling message for on their website, mobile apps, and physical location. Require operator to offer self-exclusion program and provide clear information on how to access help for gambling-related problem. By implementing this strategy, individual, especially young people, can gain a better understand of the risk associated with sport gambling and be empowered to make informed decision, practice responsible gambling, and seek help when need. Thank you. That's all.
Thank you for sharing this insightful information. Since there are more disadvantages to sport betting than advantages, Malaysians should refrain from participating in it. Next, our fourth panel is far from Penang, which is Sir Vishal. What is the greatest approach to stop this undesirable symptom so that it does not spread to teenagers? Please welcome.
Thank you, moderator, for giving me the opportunity to speak about sports betting. Hello, everyone. And as a member of Malaysian Communications and Multimedia Commission (MCMC), I would like to share a few things about how to prevent teenagers from sports betting. In fact, if the effects of gambling, if the only thing teens hear about gambling is from TV and social media, they will think it's fun and a quick way to get rich. So parents need to explain the real odds of winning in an easy to understand manner. For example, you might share that their chance of winning the lottery is 1 in 15 million, while their chance of being hit by lightning is 1 in 300,000. So it's also important to explain that gambling companies are set up to make money then, so they can pay out to gamblers. In order for the companies to make money, the gamblers must lose more than they win. In addition, Parents need to discuss about healthy online behaviors. Another great way to help your teen makes good decisions about online gambling and gaming is by talking about quality media choice overall, which should be an ongoing discussion at home. It's a great idea for everyone, especially children, teens, and parents to have a limit on screen time and rules that govern device use. If you and our teenage students can agree on family screen and turn their rules together, they will be more likely to cooperate with the family rules. Furthermore, we need to encourage positive extracurricular activities. Teens turn up to all sorts of unhealthy behaviors if they are bored. Helping your teen must find a fun influence to prevent a host of problems, including gambling. If your teen has a passion already, encourage them to take it to the next level. Perhaps joining a club, working towards a competition, taking a more advanced class, and etc. If your teen doesn't have a strong passion, it's time to discover what they are interested in their passion. You can find out what the other teenagers who do talking by to their families, looking in the local paper or searching online. You could also ask your child about its club and societies. Positive extracurricular activities can reduce our teenagers' boredom and stress while allowing them to feel good about themselves, have fun, gain a sense of belonging, and let go. And also, we can talk about screen use and online. The best way to help our child to make good decisions about online gaming is by talking about quality media tools. For example, you could talk with your child about video games, with gambling games, and content, and why you prefer your child didn't play with them. And also, if you encourage your child to have a balanced approach to screen use, they have plenty of healthy ways to relieve boredom and escape stress. This might mean online gambling and gaming have less appeal. To conclude, while the long-term effects of early exposure to online video use are still unknown, there is a need to build the discussion on how the increasing popularization and ubiquity of sports will impact on young people's mental health. So these concerns about the address gambling related risk of the global level and challenge stakeholders' view on the status of gambling sports. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you to Sir Kishal. Your opinion how nation thinks about banning sport gambling has definitely woke up our eyes right now. Last but not least, for the last panel, I know that as a person who has been in sport gambling, you definitely have your own view of how you can get out of this negative activity. So I would like to ask you, how did you avoid being involved in the sport gambling itself? Since we all know that it has been potential to make somebody very rich in just in 1 second. Please welcome.
Hello. I'm sorry, I'm not feeling well today. Hi and good morning. My name is Rina Afrina. Thank you, moderator, for giving me the opportunity to speak up about what my experience in gambling. Now I'm turning 26 and I started gambling when I was in 20. And here, I want to share with you guys how I got into this gambling and my advice to those who might want to try gambling. First of all, I started gambling when I was in 20. When we teenagers years, we young, fresh, and the only thing that we want is money. So I would do anything to get money. I don't have commitment yet at that time, but I just want to spend my money on shopping and other wasteful things. It all started when my friend asked me to join him gambling in sports, as it gave him so much money. I didn't know about gambling in the first place, but my friend showed me and taught me how gambling is. First of all, I don't want to take risk because it costs me money and I don't have money and I am too young to gamble. But after she persuaded me to join him, at last I gave it a try. In my first experience of gambling, I spent only 50 ringgit and I won was RM200. Then At that time, I become addicted to gambling. I continue gambling in other games. As soon as that happened, I didn't realize that I almost spent more than 1,000 ringgit within a week. It becomes worse when I lose the bet. I lose more than 500 ringgit at first, and the number is increasing day by day. But still, I couldn't stop gambling because I was already addicted to it. Addicted to it. After 3 years of gambling, as I remembered, I won more than 10 games and lost about 4 to 5 times. I know gambling is risky, but when I win, I become so excited day by day. Life is not always beautiful. Every time I lose in betting, I will be depressed and sad for days. I would lock myself in my room and not want to see anyone, especially my friends. My other friends suggested me that I should seek for professional help because gambling has affected my mental health. I once thought about taking my life because at that time I lost a lot. I was diagnosed as bipolar disorder by a doctor and have to see a psychologist once a week. And until now, I still meet my counselor every week. Here, I want to share with you guys, with the audience who maybe have been caught up in the world of betting. First, if you really want to stop betting, you should find other source of income. You cannot make this gambling as your main source of income because you wouldn't know if you win or not. And yes, some people might think it can make you rich in any time, but if you're wrong, second, you must make yourself busy as it makes you forget betting. Become busy will make you have time, will make you have no time to gambling. Besides that, you have to avoid something that encourages you to bet. It can be your friends or family. If your friend and family make you want to start betting, you should try to build new surroundings that makes you forget about betting. You can also replace your hobby with something else like hiking, jogging, taking a walk, and so on. This is not only makes your health better, but also can save your money. Lastly, if someone here is thinking of starting to gambling, I advise you to not to, because once you have gambled, it is hard to stop. Yes, you can give it a try once in a while, but you cannot take gambling as a serious thing. Don't gamble until it bothers you and please stop gambling if it starts to affect your mental health. You can find as much as money as you want, but still you can afford to buy a good mental health. That's all. Thank you.
Wow, that's so amazing and a big proud of you, Miss Aina. Thank you. To summarize our forum for today, that's based on the forum and what our panelists have already said about this topic today. We need to stay away from participating in sport gambling since we can see that it has an extremely negative impact on us. Shortly before I close today's forum, again, once again, I would like to say thank you to our panelists who are willing to spend their time in order to attend our forum for today. And also thank you so much to the audience for attending and hearing our forum session for today. Hopefully we will be able to see each other again soon. And Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.